Afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever and wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Oatech Hub Limited, and this is going to be your first course in the module. Today we are going to be looking at computer hardware and software, and this lesson is in alignment with the Oatech Hub mission, which is to equip learners with foundational and practical digital skills required for productivity. We're going to be starting with computer hardware and software. So if you are here watching this course, that means you have interest in digital skill or tech as a whole. So today we are going to start from the grassroots. Let's start with what is a computer, right? I know that a whole lot of us, maybe during your primary school or secondary school, you came across this, maybe in computer studies or computer science. But so definitely you've known, or maybe you're hearing for the first time, that a computer is an electronic device that accepts input, process data, and produces output, which we can call information. So basically, that's the simplest form that we can put what a computer is, right? So computers are made up of two major components actually, so which are hardware and software. And because of the this lesson, we are going to be considering computer hardware and software. So now, okay, let's start with what is hardware. Computer hardware refers to the physical part of a computer that can be seen and touched, right? So these are basically beginner's definition for you to understand how simple these things are. So a hardware in a computer is the part of a computer that you can see and touch, right? So now we have categories of those hardwares. We have the input device, we have the output device, we have the processing device. And the input device goes from keyboard, mouse, scanners, microphones, etc. And output devices, we have the monitor, the printers, the speakers, and etc. So processing device, we have the central processing unit, which we call the CPU. Yeah, I skipped one, which is the storage device. So this storage device, we have the hard disk, your flash drive, your memory card. So that is anything that can store a an information in a computer. So basically, we have this key hardware component. So we have the CPU, which is the central processing unit, right? It acts as the computer's brain, right? So we have the memory, which is the RAM, um, random access memory, which stores data for quick and access during task. Now we have the storage devices, stores device hold data permanently for use. So now, if you want to go all over again, like I've explained before, these are the input device, right? You can see on your screen, you can see the keyboard, you can see the mouse, right? They are used for interaction with a computer. That means you can send information through them to your computer. And we have the output device that displays and produces results from the computer, which is the monitor, just as you are watching now, that you can see. That is an output device. Then we have the motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board connecting all the components. So everything that is in a computer is connected to the motherboard. So that being said, we are going to be looking at a computer software, right? Computer software is first refers to the instruction and programs that run a computer hardware, right? So that is to say, software a set of instructions, right, that you can use the input devices to pass instruction to the computer. So it runs from the hardware, enabling users to perform tasks. There are two primary types, which is system software, which include operating system like Windows, Macs, that manage hardware resources, and application software. Consists of which consists of programs for specific user tasks such as word processing or web browsing. Understanding software is crucial for harnessing the full capabilities of computer and ensuring sufficient operation in everyday. So basically, what this is talking about means software is a set of instructions that run on computer hardware. So for example, you have your mouse, you have the two buttons in your mouse, which is the right click and left click. Whenever you use the right click, it is an instruction that is being passed to your computer, right? Whenever you use the left click, is an instruction that is being passed to your computer. For example, the power button on your laptops or your desktop, whenever you press and hold it, it delivers a certain instruction. So it is a software that powers the hardware to be functional, right? So now hardware and software interdependence. So now let's understand the uniqueness of the hardware and software, right? So the hardware and software is crucial for effective computer operation. Hardware provides this physical infrastructure needed to run a program, while software offers the instruction required to utilize that hardware. Right, the synergy enables users to complete tasks efficiently, for simple word processing to complex data analysis. By recognizing how these components work together, users can optimize their computer experience and troubleshoot issues more effectively. Explore your computer to discover these essentials. So the both of them work dynamically, right? So they are like twins, right? So they work hand hand on hand with each other. So you use your hardware to send instruction, the software itself becomes the instruction and delivers back to the hardware, or delivers back to the processing unit. So this is basically the introduction part of this course. I believe that with this you would have understood the basic thing that is needed for this course. So next that we'll be talking about, we'll see you in the next lesson.